Hi there, welcome back to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto. Okay, so I've been using a lot of indicators and stuff over the years, and since September I've been using Stonksy, and I must admit it's been playing an absolute blinder the last few days, where I've been using it to trade Bitcoin, and I've done some really good trades with it by combining what I see on the 1 hour time frame, but also some early warning signs I can see on the 5 and 6 minute time frame. I made a video for the Stonksy channel this morning about it, but I thought I'd share some of it here. Now at the moment you can use bot20 to get 20% off your first month, and also I've got another code SWC10 that can get you 10% off an annual plan if that's the way you want to go. But you might want to try it for a month first, so do use that code bot20. Also, if you use my link, which is savewithcrypto.org/stonksy, and it's an affiliate link, I get a little kickback. But also what I'm going to do is when I've got 100 active users of Stonksy, I'm going to give away $1,000 to a random person in that first 100. And at the moment, there's only about 7 people signed up through that link. So you've got a pretty good chance of winning, I reckon. So go over there, savewithcrypto.org/stonksy. Also, once you've got Stonksy, you'll have your own affiliate link. So you can do that too if you've got friends who might want to use it as well. And you get a little kickback. So it's all good. You can make money while you make money. Anyway, let's take a look at this video. This all follows on from the FOMC meeting that happened last night. Okay, so last night was the FOMC meeting. That was the 7th of May 2025. The figure we were expecting was 4.5. The figure we got was 4.5, so there was no change, which was pretty much as expected. Now, during the stream, I was flicking between the actual Chair Powell speech and also the chart I had on Bitcoin as well. And at one point, I was looking here at the price going up, and I drew this big green arrow because to me, the price of Bitcoin was looking very bullish. But it wasn't just me thinking that, it was also down to Stonksy as well, because earlier on in the day, I'd been looking at the price of Bitcoin. This is using ByBit as a data source. And I was looking at Stonksy on the 1 hour time frame, which had been green from pretty much midnight yesterday. However, what I've been looking at quite a lot recently is a 6 minute time frame. And what we've been noticing is that on Stonksy, if you set on the inputs, if you set the bullish, bearish arrow settings, the sensitivity to 8 and the confirmation period to 1, okay? If you set those and then look at things on the 6 minute and also the 5 minute works as well quite often, sometimes you get the green background and then you get the green arrow shortly afterwards. And that seems to be a really strong confirmation of the trend going upwards. So what I did was I entered along round about here. In actual fact, I didn't enter at this point here. I actually set the order at that level when it was about here, and then it came back down, filled my order, and off we went. Now, where this flag is here saying long on 60, that is the alternative time frame setting. So if you look at that on the 1 hour, you'll see that that is where the background went green on the 1 hour time frame. Now, the 1 hour time frame I think is really reliable, but the beauty of the 6 minute time frame is it kind of predicted this before it happened. Now, unfortunately, yesterday I made a slight mistake with my Blofin account and I didn't have my USDT where I wanted it to be. So the actual order I was in, although it was in a really good percentage profit, the actual amount I was using was really quite small. It was only like $40, whereas I wanted it to be more like 2,000. Consequently, I wasn't sure what to do during the FOMC stream. So what I did during the actual FOMC meeting, I did add to the trade slightly. And then when the price looked a bit volatile, I closed the trade with a small profit. And you can see this here on my Blofin account. So that was the 7th of May, 7:30, and it closed here. 3.99% in profit, just 43 USDT profit. Now, 9 minutes later, I decided I was going to open a long position, which I did purely because I saw this pullback here, which you can see here on TradingView, but we were still on the 1 hour time frame on this green background. So as far as I was concerned, the long on Stonksy on the 1 hour was still in play, which I know is a very bullish signal. So I went straight back into the trade with a larger amount. Now, just before I went to sleep at 10:30, I took some profit, just 25% of the position, which was a 21% increase. That was $127. So yesterday was looking quite good. I was already $160 up. And then this morning, what I did was I woke up and I saw that it was very nicely in profit. So I actually increased the leverage from 20x to 25x. And then I added to the position here at about the same level as we're at now, 99,306. As a consequence of this, I'm currently 63% up, which is 1,441 USDT. And I have set an order here to take some profit, just taking 25% off the table when we get just over 100,000 USDT. And I'm going to keep that like that while this background here on Stonksy is still green. Now then, I was just wondering how much I'd managed to increase my account by overnight since the FOMC meeting yesterday. So this was me showing the Blofin account during the stream. So at this point I had 1,078 USDT margin and 1,055 available. Okay, so a total of 2,133. And then currently I've got about 3,812 USDT. Divide that by that equals that. So multiply that by 100 to get a percentage. So I've actually increased the value of that account by 78% in less than 24 hours. If that isn't a reason to get Stonksy, I don't know what is. Once you've got it, certainly look for the background changes on the 1 hour time frame. Also, do check out those 5 and 6 minute time frames and look for that double confirmation with that bullish green arrow to get really good long entries. And here we are a few minutes later, and it's still doing great, isn't it? You know, this is the 5 minute. I also noticed that on Ethereum, that's looking pretty good as well. So you can see, you know, we've got this green background here. Yesterday, early in the morning, the green confirmation there, the green arrow, and then up it went. And that is a substantial increase for Ethereum, 6.58%. So there you go. Not financial advice, but I suggest that you check out Stonksy, see if you like it, at savewithcrypto.org/Stonksy. Anyway, if you like the sound of that, please do give the video a like. Make sure you are subscribed. Any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Do remember to give the video a big fat like, and above all, tell your friends.
Save with Crypto is a totally dope YouTube channel. Many of you know that I always have my mind on my money and my money on my mind. If it's flipping crypto, I'm Blofin, be the best crypto flipper in the world. Whatever it is you do, you have to master your craft. Everyone should own Bitcoin, maybe a whole Bitcoin. There are no fun if the homies can't have none. The thing is, you don't get respect if you don't deserve it. Save with Crypto deserves the ultimate respect. Do like all his videos. Subscribe with notifications on all. And above all, tell your friends.